Hey guys, this is Jess with Vitality Fitness, and I'm here today to talk to you about exogenous ketones. So what are exogenous ketones? Well, first we have to understand what ketones are. Ketones are the byproduct of fatty acid metabolism. So when we are burning fat as fuel, our liver makes ketones from that breakdown of fat. And ketones are what fuel our brain, our muscles, and our organs. They're actually the only thing other than glucose that can cross the blood-brain barrier and fuel the brain. So that's why we feel so great when we're in a state of ketosis. We feel the mental clarity, we feel the increased energy, the satiety, the loss of brain fog. These things are a result of the ketone bodies. Well, in the last few years, companies have been able to develop exogenous ketones, so sources of beta-hydroxybutyrate, which is that main ketone body, that are binded to sodium, potassium, magnesium, and salt to come in a powder form that can be mixed with water, and you can drink that. When you do so, you are in nutritional ketosis within an hour. And the reason I know this is because I've tested it, and I've tested all the current products that are out there on the market before I made up my mind as to which product I wanted to use myself and endorse to my nutrition clients. And the cool thing is with the blood ketone meter, you can actually test your blood an hour after drinking that ketone supplement, and you can see that your levels are above that 0.5 millimolar threshold, indicating that you are in nutritional ketosis. So it's really cool, especially as someone is transitioning into a ketogenic diet. They're dealing with those carb flu symptoms, they're having cravings, they're tired, they need a boost of energy. Well, the ketone supplements really help with that. They go right to the brain where they provide that loss of craving. So they help you to adhere to the diet. It's so much easier to start a diet and to stick with it if you're not having cravings. So that's where I find that exogenous ketones can be a really helpful supplement. Now, they are not necessary or mandatory at all as part of a ketogenic diet, but I do find that they can be a great tool. They also are of great use to athletes. We use them with a lot of our CrossFitters in the gym as a pre-workout supplement because they give your muscles that extra boost of energy to partake in a CrossFit type workout. So I personally love to have it as my pre-workout. I also like to take it later in the day if I'm having any type of hungry or tired period. It will give me that little boost of energy that I need to get me through the day. So the company that I have found that has the most legitimate product is the Pruvit company. And I am actually an independent promoter with Pruvit. And the reason I like their product so much is because, one, you can test and see that it works. Two, there are no artificial colors, dyes, or sweeteners in their product. They are sweetened with erythritol and stevia, which are both very good ketogenic sweeteners. They do not affect blood sugar or insulin levels. They're Informed Sport certified, and they're also gluten-free. Most are dairy-free. The only one that does contain some dairy is the orange version, because this one has MCT oil, or the medium chain triglyceride oil powder, in it, and the dairy is used to plate that MCT to the beta-hydroxybutyrate. But the others are dairy-free, they are all gluten-free, they are all sugar-free. So they're a very quality product, and they actually taste the best of all of the ones that I have tried as well. So it's going to help if it actually tastes good and you'll be able to get it down. The flavors that Pruvit offer, they have in their Max version, which is their newest version, their most biologically available and potent ketone supplement is the Max, and there are 3 different flavors. So there's a chocolate flavor, which is called the Swiss Cacao. All flavors come in both caffeinated and non-caffeinated. This is great mixed in water, but it's also great in a blender with some heavy cream or some full-fat coconut milk and some ice cubes. You can even put some peanut butter or some almond butter and make a delicious milkshake that's very keto-friendly. The second flavor is the Maui Punch, so it's like a fruit punch flavor, which is a really good pre-workout flavor. And then the third flavor is the newest one, and that's raspberry lemonade, so another really good pre-workout kind of summery flavor. Then they have the orange, which is a later version, so it's a little bit less expensive. It is the one that has the MCT powder in with it. And medium chain triglycerides are awesome to help us get into ketosis as well. They go directly to the liver where they are transferred into ketone bodies. And the orange comes in both the canister, so you can get it in a 30-serving canister, or in the individual pack, just like the others are in the individual packs. The other product that Pruvit makes is a keto cream. So this is basically Bulletproof coffee in a pouch. So I love this when I'm traveling. It's so great to stick in your suitcase, and you can just dump it into a shaker bottle with your hot coffee and shake it up. Or if you have access to a blender, it's even better if you can blend it up with your coffee. It just makes it a little more frothy. But it has the MCT powder right in it. It has the good coconut fats that will keep you satiated for hours. And they have just recently added collagen to it, which is a great protein that helps with skin, hair, and nails. It helps with gut health. So there are a lot of benefits to the keto cream as well, but this does not have the actual beta-hydroxybutyrate ketone bodies that the other Pruvit products do offer. Now, one area of controversy with exogenous ketone products is that people think, well, I can just take this and eat a standard American diet with all the junk food and I'm still going to see all the results. And yes, the ketones will help with blood sugar control and insulin levels, but I would never recommend that. I really and genuinely think it's utmost of importance to cut processed carbs and sugar from your diet, cut out the added sugars, and then add a supplement once you've really dialed in your nutrition, or use it as a crutch to help you get into ketosis or to help you when you come onto stressful times. So there are some non-dietary factors that can kick someone out of ketosis, even if they've been doing the most well-formulated ketogenic diet. If you're going through a stressful time period, if you are not sleeping well, those things can really contribute to your stress hormone, cortisol, going up, and when that happens, ketones tend to go down. So that's another really good time to think about supplementing with exogenous ketones so that you're avoiding the cravings and the brain fog that come on when you're in a low state or totally out of ketosis. So that's another reason that I really like to use exogenous ketone products as well. So any of these flavors can simply be mixed with 12 to 16 ounces of water in a shaker bottle with some ice cubes, shake it up. They taste delicious. It's so easy and convenient to have this with you at any time. But if you want to get fancy, you could also use like a club soda or a sparkling water like a LaCroix. There are so many different flavors out there, and mix them with any of the flavors of ketones, any of the berry type flavors of ketones, to have kind of more of a carbonated or bubbly drink. So hopefully that explained a little bit more about exogenous ketones, and it can be confusing with all the different supplements out there on the market. Again, it's not mandatory to doing a well-formulated ketogenic diet, but it can be a great crutch and tool at different points in your ketogenic journey. All right, so Patrick's going to tell us about his favorite exogenous ketone supplement and when he takes his.
All right, so of all of these that are my favorites, all right, let's just be honest. I am a huge coffee drinker, and the first time I ever tried the Swiss cacao in my coffee, it was game changing. It was life altering. I'm not even gonna lie, so good. And I can say that I actually am doing a video review on another ketogenic product that works well but just doesn't taste as good, and I can say that the Swiss cacao is probably my all-time favorite. I've literally stuck that in water cold. It blends really, really well. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried any other supplements before where they don't blend well and it's like the little droplets on top, and this happens to not do that ever. I have done this. I've made a Bulletproof out of this, and I've actually used the chocolate powder on top of heavy whipping cream, and I'll whip it up into like a dessert or something, have something sweet. So this is definitely my favorite. My favorite pre-workout is going to be the raspberry lemonade. Lemonade is my second favorite drink. So for me, that one was perfect. And I think I've actually been doing supplements. No, I don't think I know. But I've been doing supplementation with leucine and creatine HCl because it's a little less stringent on the gut health. Last week I mixed a raspberry lemonade with the creatine powder, unflavored. It's just raw creatine and the raw leucine, and it was an unbelievable pre-workout. And it doesn't have sugar in it or maltodextrin, stuff like that you need to really work out. A lot of companies that do sell ketogenic products will say that they have zero sugar, and then you look in the ingredients and they'll have sucralose or maltodextrin and stuff like that. And those are all things that are going to spike your blood sugar. We want to make sure we don't do that. And the final thing, if you can get it, because it is so good and they constantly sell out of it, and again, because I'm a coffee drinker, is going to be the keto cream. Again, life-changing. Get it. If they have it in stock, buy it, because it is constantly not in stock. So,
but it should be, from now on, it should be up on the site.
It should be. And they just redid the formula too. I think it's like a 2.0 formula. Is that with the collagen? They added the collagen in there. So definitely getting some more protein in with your day, which is going to be good for anybody who's doing CrossFit or any sort of workout regimen. So
yeah, the other reason that the Max or any ketone is a great pre-workout is because when you have beta-hydroxybutyrate in your system, it spares leucine. So leucine is that main branched chain amino acid that's responsible for muscle protein synthesis and preventing muscle breakdown as what happens in a tough workout. So if you have that in your system pre-workout, it's really going to boost your ketone levels, even if you're on a ketogenic diet, to where you're not going to be catabolizing your muscle or your amino acid pool during your workouts.
So this is Patrick from Keto Vision.
And this is Jess with Vitality Fitness.
And we will see you guys soon. If you guys like the video, you like any of the information, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And that way you're always going to get everything you possibly can on all things ketogenic. We'll see you guys soon.